Hi there. Welcome to our weekly Kundalini dance class. I'm Hemalayaa, and I'm leading this program called the Advanced Empowerment Certification Program. And in it, we also learn how to do a practice called Kundalini Dance. And you might have heard of Kundalini Yoga. That's a branded yoga that Yogi Bhajan has created. So this is not that, although we do yoga in this particular practice too. And we use breathing exercises and mudras, which are hand gestures, which I'm going to show you the one for today, which I almost gave it away, and sound vibrations and so on. So I'm glad you're here, and we're going to do a very beautiful nurturing goddess moon practice. It's a full moon right now, or was a couple nights ago. And that tends to make people crazy. Like I feel like I'm like that all the time right now. So I thought a nice, beautiful nurturing practice today would be a good one. So when we begin here, I show us the mudra that we're going to use today. We might use one or two, but today I'm going to show you this one close up. This one is the one that I introduced to our group. So every week we have a couple of mudras that I share, and then a goddess as well. So this week's mudra is the Ganesha mudra, Ganesha. And the way that you do that is that you're going to place one hand facing out, one palm facing out in front of the heart, and the other one's going to grasp it. And you're going to create this little lock. So relax the shoulders, breathe here. And what we're going to do is we're going to pulse. So basically we pulse, like we pull away here. We use all these inner muscles of the arms all the way into the chest. So this is a real great one for the lungs, the bronchial tubes, the heart. So it's a strengthener for the heart. And we just pulse here. We pull the chain here a couple of times, maybe 5, and then relax, and then switch. So the other hand is facing out and the other one grasps it. Again, a pulse. I don't know about you, but I can surely use some help in my lungs and my heart right now. So it was a perfect thing. It always is. Whatever mudra that we're working on tends to coincide with our lives. Hopefully this is a good one for you too. And then release. So I've had some grief in my heart, and I've been doing this mudra a lot in the last few days, just allowing it to strengthen my heart. I always say that basically the heart is breaking. Sometimes it needs to break so that it can open up, and that's what we all want. We want our hearts to open up. So breaking isn't bad. It just is painful in the moment. Okay, so let's move on to our mats. And we're going to go through the Kundalini Yoga and dance practice. And hopefully you can hear me really well and see me also. So you can sit on a cushion. You can grab a cushion if you want. You can sit whichever way is more comfortable for you. Like actually even sitting on a chair or some kind of like just a little thing to tilt your pelvis is a good idea. Inhale, exhale, drop the shoulders. This is usually the first place that we're holding. And so for my ladies in the program, when you were leading each other this week on your call, your partner work, and you led each other in your guided grounding, practice, these are the things. You just do what is in your own body, really that's the key. So inhale in the back of the heart here. And exhale out of the mouth. So in this class, we do a lot of sound work and opening the mouth and releasing the stuck energy. And one way to do that, a strong way to do that, powerful way to do that is by making a sound. Inhale. Exhale. Good. So as we come into a stillness here, a grounding, we're going to make our mudra. Drop the shoulders and sit with this clasp of the hands right in front of the heart. Let's actually wiggle the heart side to side. And now let's pulse, where we pull and contract. So I want you to push in towards your hands and then pull out. So you'll feel an opening here, the openings of the shoulders, as well as down here in the ribs. So again, a pull and a push. Again, we're strengthening the heart. Breathe in and release out. You'll notice perhaps that when you breathe out, your shoulders relax, your jaw relaxes. And a yawn happens. I always know that my body is starting to relax. My nervous system is starting to relax when I start to yawn. It's a very good thing. All right. So then from here, we switch the hands. The other hand comes in front. And the opposite one is in front and in back. And a little rocking from side to side. And then a push in and then a pull out. A push in and a pull out. One more push in and pull out. And keep pulling it out now. Relax the shoulders, breathe. Inhale through the nose. Exhale. Inhale. I did a yawn instead. All right. A few more breaths. And let's actually do this last one. Inhale. Flubber the lips. Good. And release. Let's start to make big shoulder rolls. So allow your chest to come forward and back. A little rocking motion here. Big circles. Ooh. So no matter what's going on in your life, there has to be some ways to come back into yourself. And this is a practice that I'm teaching of how to help to come back to ourselves again and again and again. Because it's very easy to leave the building, isn't it? Because there's so many things going on, so many other people's needs, especially for women, or constantly, or any empath or caretaker, man or woman, we are constantly like giving. So it's really important to give back to us. But what the giving back to us is connecting deeper with our highest self. So that's what we're doing here. Let's start to make some circles here. So rocking around on your pelvis. So you go really far forward here with the chest. And then around the back of the heart. Stretch out your mouth as you do this. And now even go bigger. So to see if you can go all the way around. So your ribs go out to the side, forward and back. And now the other direction. And sort of medium-sized circles until we start to open up this side. You might feel this in your psoas and in your groin area. It's all good. Releasing those spots and softening the muscles. Opening up here. We'll move into more opening up of the spine. This is a great one for the whole torso and the hips. And now go really big. So go far forward and around. And as far as you can in this direction. Keep going. I'm going to take a pause here on this side so I can do my music. You keep going. All right. Let's do the last one. Good. And then hold it back round here. Tuck your chin in. Drop your head. And then rock it forward, shoulder blades back, heart open, front of the throat open. This is where our thyroid gland is. Tends to be an issue in our society. So many endocrine problems of our different glands being blocked or not functioning properly. So this is a great one to open that up. All of yoga really is, and dance and movement are really great ways to work the endocrine system. So start to move your head from side to side. It's fresh since we just talked about it last week, ladies. If you missed that workshop, please go back and listen to it or watch it. Moving the head from side to side, if I didn't say that already. Okay, good. We're going to actually make a little figure 8 with the chin and the head. This I call the slow-mo Stevie Wonder. Good. And jiggle it all out. So now I want you to imagine that we have a beautiful cauldron in front of us. And in this cauldron, we're going to take out, what emerges out is this beautiful crown. So shiny and so amazing. And I want you just to place it on your head. And so spread those fingers out wide, like you are placing your crown here. Relax your shoulders. Close your eyes for a moment. Inhale and exhale. And then release the hands. So the goddess that we brought into our week and playful, our week and our play this week is to introduce different, oh my God, I'm not even making sense. I'm trying to say, the goddess that we talked about this week that I introduced yesterday is called Bhuvaneshwari. Bhuvaneshwari is the queen of the world, the universe. She is space itself. She's one of the 10 Mahavidyas in the Vedic Tantric tradition. And she's right in sisterhood strongly with Kali. Kali is time. Bhuvaneshwari is space. Space and time are together here, manifest in this world. So just a little bit more. I don't think I wrote that in there, so I wanted to add that. Let's move over our knees and come into some spinal work here. So first we're gonna come into a cat position. Oh my gosh, excuse me. You're going to have to excuse me because I'm gonna have a lot of sneezes perhaps. I've got a little lung thing, like I said, maybe some bronchitis or something. My lungs have been raw. So as you're in your cat position, shake out your legs. And this is another thing that we'll talk about, ladies, in our workshop, is when you're feeling under the weather, shake out both legs one at a time. How to show up for everyone and yourself at the same time. So here we are in our cat position, and we just start to allow the hips to glide from side to side. Inhale and exhale. Make sure there's no tension on the neck. You can even let go of the head so it's fully, completely relaxed. And you'll notice that your shoulders might contract, but you can just drop the shoulder blades together, which will drop the chest forward a little bit. Good, and then back to center and a little jiggle here. Fold your toes. And let's just do our first down dog for one breath. Knees are bent slightly. And then bringing it back into cat position. And again, drop your shoulder blades together. Drop the head. Open the mouth. Good, and then rise the head up and let's start to move in a cat-cow position. So now we tilt the pelvis back, open up the throat, exhale, round. Go at your own pace, your own breath. So as you inhale, opening up the chest, the lungs, the ribs, the heart, the throat, exhale, round. Back of the heart, back of the ribs. And then change up your breathing pattern. So today's class, the theme is spontaneity, because we have so much space. And the queen of the universe, Bhuvaneshwari, allowing us to play in this space. So last one like this. Exhale. And then breathe here with the rounded back. Breathe here. And then from here, neutral, down dog again. Lift those hips up towards the air. Heels are up. And a little vibration. Good, and then walk your feet forward halfway up your mat. And then shake out your head. Roll up to standing so slow. It's like a luxurious ride up that elevator of your spine. Ooh, roll those shoulders around. Big shoulder rolls, and then forward. So we're going to do some spinal things here. And here's what it looks like. So we're going to take our hands to our thighs slightly and then roll up. So it looks like this from the side here. So you exhale as you go down the back. The pelvis goes back. The knees are strong. Legs are strong. Inhale as you roll up. We're going to do one more like this. Good, and then stay upside down here and let everything flow. Now just let gravity do the work. Here's the thing. When you're opening up the spine at the beginning of your practice, you really don't need to do much. Just gravity can do the work for you. So just let your head be heavy. See if there's any place, any muscles that are holding on. Straighten your legs for a moment if your hands are on the ground. If not, you can just sway with your knees bent, with your hands on your thighs, on your shins, on your knees, whatever. But if they're okay to being straight for just a couple of breaths, shift the weight from side to side. Good, then go back to bent knees and let everything go. Good, and then from here, we got a nice wide stance with our feet. Bring your hips down into a squat. So hanging out here. Ooh, so some of us need to have a little rolled up mat or cushions behind our heels here if they're off the ground. This is not the easiest posture. We all have different flexibilities in our life. This one kind of runs in my lineage. I think this is an Indian one that we kind of were born doing this. So don't fret if you can't do it. It's okay. There's a lot of things I can't do. All right, so hanging out here for one more breath. Inhale, exhale. Ah. So we're going to drop again into our legs. So we adjust the toes facing forward and then hang here. See if there's any tension or any holding in the neck. See if you can let it go. Bend those knees and roll up really slowly. Let's just do a little mindful intention right now. So if there's anything that you've been churning in your life that just keeps coming up, keeps repeating, a pattern or a conversation with someone, or something that you desire that is just not happening and it's just like frustrating you. There could be so many things. So I want you to bring that to the surface here. And the intention is to shift it. We want anything that we keep churning and churning and churning and then just keep slapping us in the face, we want it to shift. Even a smidge. And the thing to do is just to create a little intention around it. It's kind of like magic, truly. Because we move forward, and intention is moving forward, that's what will happen. Okay? Let's do it. So place your palms up towards the sky. Relax your shoulders. Bend your knees slightly and create a little vibration coming up through your feet. See how much already taller that you are. I know my English is not so good today. But feel already the spine having spaciousness. Bhuvaneshwari is already helping us, working with us, so that we can continue to wear our own crown. We are the creator of our own space. Inhale, exhale now. Open the mouth. Few more breaths. Open the mouth. Okay, good. Shake it out. So the pranayama that I want to do today is a 3-part breath. So we're going to triple inhale, and the exhale is going to be a ha sound from down here. So a ha, like you're chopping something. And the arms are going to do something with the triple inhale. So it's going to go inhale, inhale, inhale. And then the ha is going to be upside down. And I want to show you how bent my knees are here so you can really protect yourself. So it goes inhale, 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 ha! So my knees are catching the whole thing, so it's a little shock absorber, okay? So all the breathing is through the nose. The inhale, inhale, inhale is through the nose, and then the exhale is out of the mouth. The sound, ha, is out of the mouth. So if you need some tissue to clear out your passages, is what I need. Cleaning it all out so that it can detox even more. Okay. Ready? So we're going to do probably about 7 or 8 together. And then right away, we're going to go into child's pose right after this, okay? That's very important. So here we go. Bend those knees. Relax into your pelvis. Triple inhale. Here we go. Inhale, inhale, inhale. Ha! 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 2 more. Ha! Ha! Last one. Ha! All right, right away, come onto your mat and go into child's pose. Breathe. Forehead on the ground, arms beside the body. Eyes can be closed right now. Breathe. Let go. Now open your eyes and stay in this position. Breathe deeply. Okay. From here, roll up to sitting. Find a comfortable seat. We're not going to be here too long. I want to do 3 shoulder shrugs up to the ears, and then the exhale is the ha sound. So it's a little bit less choppy than the one that we just did in the exercise. So inhale, inhale, inhale. Inhale, more. Exhale, ha. 2 more. Ha. Good. And now close your eyes. Hands are on the thighs. If you feel dizzy, you can open your eyes. Okay, good. Open your eyes. We come into moving again. So let's roll over our legs and come into a cat, then move into your down dog. So from here, we hang out in down dog, walk it out. One knee bends more than the other at a time. Stretch out those hips. Let your belly muscles completely release, not pushing outward, but allowing a little suction to happen of your ribs so the belly falls up a little. It's a great massage for the organs and the glands. And now the heels are up. Vibrate. Come up into a plank position, nice straight body. Move your head, make sure there's no tension. Shoulder blades going towards each other, but not quite touching. Strong behind the heart, strong in front of the heart. Back to down dog. Breathe. Good. Take 1 foot into the center line of the mat. Heel does not have to touch the ground, but then the other foot goes up in the air, straight behind you. The heels, or the hips, are in line. So they're parallel with the ground. Ooh, good. Bend that standing leg and reach the toes back further. And 1 more. Good. And then release, switch. Take the foot up in the air. Hips are in alignment. Press the ball of that upper leg, foot towards the corner where the ceiling and the wall meet. Breathe here. And now bend the standing leg. You can feel that all the way into the IT band, all the way into the hips and the glutes. Ooh, open up those channels. Bring that foot down. Good. Feet are hip distance apart. Heels are up. Bring your knees down. Push back. Child's pose. Allowing yourself to fully let go here. Breathing, relaxing, releasing. And then bringing the body up again. Come on into this cat position. Sway those hips from side to side. A little glide here. Move the head again. allow that inner smile to pop out. And then a little jiggle in the center. What that does is break up our control patterns, our control behaviors, our contractions. Raise the hips again, down dog. So this time we're going to focus on this area right here, the sacrum, and open up right where your tailbone is. We need to open up this area by stretching out the hips towards the outside, both of them, reaching those legs out. So the way to do that is to turn your knees slightly towards the center line. You get that sense? Oh, it doesn't have to be too much here. Just a little tiny bit of awareness. Good. And then walk your feet halfway. Hang out here. From here, go into a squat. Sitting here, move the head from side to side. If you're feeling it, if your feet are on the ground, you can bring your hands into the center line of the heart. The thumbs can touch the chest bone. Good. And then from here, release your hands behind you. Bring yourself into a position on your back. Raise the legs up. So shake out the legs right here. And get really floppy with the feet now. So floppy. Good. Let's do a little quick opening of the thigh. The psoas, or the hip, sorry. And then the top foot comes, the heel is on top of the thigh, and you open up. And then we switch, just a little light opening right now. Creating opening and strength simultaneously. Just play around with it and find the places where it feels like it just needs a little tiny opening. Good. Take the legs up again. Shake them out. Good. And then from here, we're going to do a very supported shoulder stand, but not really a shoulder stand. So I'll show you. It's a very easy, but you do need to take the steps. So your hands are right beside the body. You're going to get some momentum and kick your legs up in the air. And then right away, you're going to make a little perch for your hips and your booty. So like this. And then you bring your elbows in towards each other and you just let it hang out. So there's a difference with shoulder stand would be like this. And here we are, we're going to let go of our hips in our hands, not for very long, just for a couple breaths. And then scissor open and scissor the other way. Good. And then release slowly so the vertebrae allow them to touch the ground, and a little rocking forward and back. I thought I would just throw in a little, reversal. Oh, in the middle of our practice. All right, one more roll. Good. All right. Changing our, actually, you know what? No, sorry. I want to go back to our backs here. This is where we're going to do our second release, breath, opening, pranayam with sound. So the way that we're going to do that, we can just rock our knees from side to side at this moment just to open up. We're going to do that, the emotional release technique where we really fully let go, have a spaz attack, a release. You can cover your mouth when it's time to really fully let that scream go, or you could bring a pillow nearby, or if you live out in the woods, go for it. Or out in the country, your neighbors are not nearby, go for it. So first we start with just a little pitter patter of our lower back, a little massage for the kidneys and the adrenals, which are right near the kidneys, right on top. The adrenals are a gland, part of the endocrine system that we talked about. Okay, so knees are up now. And now we're going to just pulse our pelvic bone towards our nose. So this little rocking. And we're going to go, hey, 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 like you're calling out. And then you start to move your head from side to side. Hey, 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 hey. It doesn't have to coordinate, so don't think about that. Start to blink your eyes now, doing all those things at once. Making that sound, blinking the eyes, moving the head, pelvis is moving. Hey, 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 hey. Good. Take a deep breath in, deep breath in. I want you to hold the breath here. I want you to think about if there's anyone in your life that you're fighting with, having an argument with, if you are having any issues with, maybe that person is yourself or a parent or a sibling or a spouse. Take a deep breath in even more and go for it. Eyes are open, breathe. Eyes are open, that's important. Let your body relax fully. This is actually an amazing exercise for the nervous system. Our nervous system gets so wound up and uptight that we have to do something big to shift it. And having coffee, I learned this week, is not the thing. Having coffee this week, oh my God. I don't even drink coffee that much, and I had 2 in a row. I was looking for something, and it was not a heart attack. All right, so from here, breathe. We're going to start to move up. So bring yourself rocking up. Get yourself into a cat again. A little jiggle here. Hips up. Knees are bent. Jiggle the booty up in the air. Good. A little walking it out here. So you kick your booty with your heel. And then again, both feet on the ground. Jiggle, 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 vibrate. Good. Walk your feet forward. Head dropped. Roll up to standing. Good. Walk it out on your mat a little bit here. We're going to get into some movement, some dance movement. And mostly in this class, I'm encouraging us to just find whatever way our body wants to emote, to move, to express. But I do guide us a little bit at the beginning here. So walk it out from side to side. So we go ball, heel, as you walk from side to side. Allow your heart to get involved now. So there's a little opening and movement here. Let those shoulders start to move also. You can shake out the hands. Mouth is open. As you exhale, really releasing. Walk it out, walk it out. I'm going to turn up my music. Keep walking. Kind of want to play something. Oops. Well, never mind. Keep walking out, even though there's no music. Oh no. Oh, there it is. I think I want a little bit upbeat every spot. So now get a little bounce here in the pelvis and the hips as you walk it out from side to side. So it's not so much an undulation that we were doing like this. It's a little bouncy now. Going back to the shaking of the hands and the shoulders. And now this little forward and back movement with the heart. Start to say yes. But this time we're saying yes, chin coming to shoulder and going up in the middle. Stretch out the mouth. Okay, good. Now just like a little jiggly walk. Forward and back. Take out the head, add that into the jiggle. Okay, good. Sitting in your hips. Hands on the hips, a little movement from side to side. And then take those hips around in a big circle. One direction, then the other. And let's pulse the pelvis forward and back now. Your knees are really bent here. And now, hips go out to the side. So imagine your hips are making a big smile. So we're drawing a big smile. Breathe. So we're gonna hold here. This heel comes up. And we're gonna lift our hip up and release it down. Just a little, just like, just hanging out, lifting the hip up and releasing. Other side. So this leg gets strong. This heel goes up, lift and drop. Like a little bit of a, here I am, this is what my body can do. I don't care what I look like. That's what this posture is all about. Good. Walk it out, side to side again. Move the head from side to side. Good. This time, take the arms out. Rotate those wrists. Bounce those shoulders. Now say yes. So from here, we're going to go into a little airplane, my favorite move. So here we go. Walk it out. Shoulder shrug. Snap, go the other direction. Come on, you remember airplane. One more time, each side. Other way. Good, back to the walk. Shoulders are awake now. Breathe, shake it out. Okay, I want you just to have a little spaz attack. Just being spontaneous. Let anything, everything jiggle, vibrate, move, shake. Good, walk it out now. Walk it out, walk it out. Keep walking, breathing. I'm gonna actually, okay, this is a good one. So I'm gonna play this for us to just go and play and dance whichever way our bodies want now, okay? So take your hair down if it's not down and let yourself totally be free. Just getting my mic out of the way so I can also relax. So, where are you holding in your body? Let that place express itself. It doesn't have to look like dance. It doesn't have to look like anything. But just keep moving. Whatever way your body wants to emote. What was it used to be called this? Oh my gosh, I can't remember. Where's that? Anyways, just keep going. So remember that we put on that crown at the beginning of our class, right? We placed that crown. So how are you going to step into being the queen or king of your own universe here? This space, this temple, how are you going to use it right now in the most creative way? Go for it. Imagine you're at a rave or a party that no one can see you and just go for it. Okay, I'm gonna give us one more full minute. Go for it, play. Dance doesn't have to look like anything. It doesn't have to be technique. Dance is just movement, the way your body wants to move to whichever music is playing, or no music, maybe your own internal music. Better with music, but you know what I'm saying. Keep going. Take a little skip around your space. Very good. Walk it out. Keep walking. Breathe. This is a good time to go take a sip of water, which I need to do. Drink some water. Keep moving as you walk. Stretch out the mouth. Find those places where you're tight. And move them. Bring breath into them. Bring love into them. Let your tongue dance a little. Flubber the lips. Now get a little bounce as you walk. Good. Find your way onto your mat and come on to your back. Take your legs up again. I know I need to change my computer. So come on to your back. Legs are out, floppy feet. Imagine you're being electrocuted and your arms are up too now. Good. From here, we're going to do the queen of all poses, which is that shoulder stand, or that variation that I showed you, where you capture your hips in your hands. That's still the queen of all poses. in honor of Bhuvaneshwari, our goddess that we are experiencing this week, making friends with. Allowing her to take care of our time. Our space. Kali is time. Honoring the space that she provides for us to be in our full evolution, towards evolution anyways, towards highest consciousness, towards our highest growth. Thank you, Bhuvaneshwari. Adi Shakti. They call her Adi Shakti. Adi Shakti. All right, so taking a deep breath in, and as you're ready, press your hands into the ground to get some momentum to then kick up your body and capture your hips right away. So now you don't want to put too much pressure in your hands. It's like this in between, because if you put too much pressure, it's going to feel like your elbows are going to break off. So you want to just be really light. We're not staying here long. We just do a little, a little sit for a moment. Relax your neck and your shoulders and your throat. Another place for the thyroid to get massaged. And then release. Take your hands to the ground and slowly bring your spine down. Hug your knees. Breathe. Move your jaw. Stretch out. Rotate your ankles. Let's do a little open window. So you can grab the feet from the outside. And then lift your head up. And then release. Good. Feet come closer together. And then hug your knees again. Squeeze your knees in. Okay. From here, I'm going to give you a choice. You can either do a little bridge where you lift up your pelvis and roll your shoulders in slightly. Or you can do fish, where you take your hands, rock your arms underneath your body, you straighten your legs, and then your heart lifts up. And then you're on the top of the head, but really the weight is on your elbows. Or you can do full wheel. So you know what full wheel is if you've done it. But don't do this unless you have tried it before and you know you can do it, because it's better to do with a teacher if you haven't done it before, because you don't want to fall on your head or something like that. All right, so choose your front opening, heart opening, and go for it. I'm going to do fishy. So I'm going to rock my arms underneath, roll the shoulders comfortably underneath. And the thumbs don't cross that are underneath my buttocks. My hands are not crossing. They're beside each other. And then I lift up. And then if I feel very much more flexible, you can come up off the ground. I like staying on the ground right now, so breathe, because I've got some issues with my neck. This should start to wind you down. If you're in fish, you can flex your feet or relax and see whatever feels better for you. Lift and open the heart. Open the heart. Breathe into the heart. Exhale. One more breath. Good. And release. Straighten out the arms. Lift the knees. Release the hands. Massage the lower back. Shake out your hands. Rotate your wrists. So from here, you're going to bring yourself into a meditation pose, a sitting pose. You're going to want to grab a cushion or not, whatever feels more better to you. All right. So there's different ways to sit. You know what works for you, or try a few different ways. And then give yourself a little head massage, move your scalp. It's an area where we get a little tight here. So just move your scalp around. Okay, good. Relax your shoulders. Relax your belly. Just find that stillness. If you would like to bring your hands into the Ganesha mudra, please do. Do a little contraction, push, pull, push, pull, push. And then just pull a few times and then switch. Again, activating the heart. Push, pull, and then pull a few times and then just hold it here. Breathe here, holding here. I wanted to look out. Okay, so that was what I wanted to look at as my notes. So this mudra creates courage, confidence, and opens our hearts towards other people, human beings. So relax into that, knowing that when our heart is strengthened, that's what happens. We thank Bhuvaneshwari for giving us this space to come here, to grow, to learn, to evolve. To walk with confidence and courage, with openness towards our brothers and our sisters. Good, and release the mudra, hands on your knees, and now just sit with a nice tall spine. Top of the head, imagine that's being pulled up towards the space above, the cosmos, and so on. And then our tailbone is rooting down deep into the earth. Feel how much space that makes in our body, in our breath, in our heart. Good, and as you're ready, you can open your eyes. Whew. Roll your shoulders around a few times. Kind of listen to the sounds in the room. Look around at the colors. Notice your surroundings. Inhale, exhale, ha. So I am happy that you guys all came to practice, whether you're watching the recording or not. Thank you so much for being here. Again, my name is Hemalayaa, and thank you, ladies that are in the program. I'm so proud and happy that you were here. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow in our workshop, and lots of love. See you soon. Bye.